Hi, my name is Frederick Beck, and in my most recent trip to Thailand, guys, I was fortunate enough to come across this Malayan crate trying to eat a sunbeam snake. They're snake eaters, so it's their natural food. Elliot actually found it, and this is what this video is gonna be about. I am the Bavarian Herper. Okay guys, so first some facts. Malayan crate is an extremely venomous snake. They are neurotoxic, so it attacks your nervous system. Up to about 50% of their bites are fatal, even sometimes even if treated in the hospital. So what happens now is going to be pretty extraordinary. We watched this for about 1.5 hours. The crate repeatedly bit the sunbeam snake all the time basically, but as soon as he started working his way to the top, as he does there towards the head, the sunbeam snake the most of the time didn't seem too worried, but when it realized that it was getting closer to the head, which is obviously where the crate wants to be, so we can start swallowing the snake, or maybe give it get a better grip, or give it more venom into the head, who knows. But as soon as the sunbeam snake realizes that he doesn't like it, he just rolls around like that, and basically wraps around the crate's head. And as you can see, the crate immediately loses the grip on the front part of the body and is just struggling to get free. Now he bit the body again there, as you can see, just starts biting, obviously because he's unhappy about the situation. But yeah, like I said, the sunbeam snake pretty much the whole time didn't seem to worry. That's the first time there you saw that it showed a bit of distress, kind of like showing its underside. But yeah, other than that, you can see it's just holding shut. It's got a good grip on the head. It's kind of knotted its body around there, and it's just holding on. The crate is also holding on to the body. So that was for quite a while actually that they were entangled like that. So you can see it's just a never-ending fight. The crate's biting, the sunbeam snake is wrapping around the crate. No one's budging really. And this happened on and on basically, so it's at least 6 times, maybe even more often, that they had that where the crate came to a point where he was just a couple inches away from the head, and then the sunbeam snake just took it in a headlock. And from what we saw, the crate was really struggling, like he had to let go sometimes, and he really looked like he couldn't breathe properly and stuff. So there's no doubt in my mind that if that sunbeam snake had been bigger, he would have just strangled that crate. And yeah, also if you compare the size of the, I mean, that crate was huge, biggest one I've seen, like over a meter definitely, and the sunbeam snake was what, maybe 40 centimeters, something like that. So yeah, that was really crazy. So and then something interesting happened, because while they were struggling, they were making their way along a little wall, and there was this old coconut there. And in its attempt to get away, the sunbeam snake actually went under it, so like kind of inside. And it turned out that there were ants in there, so that was where they were living, and they disturbed it. Didn't really seem to care that much, like the snakes, but the ants went absolutely mad. As you can see, there's hundreds of them all over the snakes, mainly over the sunbeam because it was going in there, as you can see, like in and under the coconut. And then the first ants went on the crate, and the problem was the crate had the sunbeam snake by the tail, so its mouth was open, as you can see. And I mean, on the scales, I don't even think that the ants could bite into the scales, but they can definitely bite into eyes, which are more or less unprotected. And obviously if your mouth is open, that's not a very good idea. And that's what this crate learned in a rather painful way, I suspect. So you can see as they went more towards the front, you can see the ants just swarming around, and more and more ants actually coming onto the crate and actually onto its mouth, and I guarantee you that they bit it quite a bit. So yeah, now you can see the crate is struggling. And that's the thing, like the sunbeam snake went into the dirt and he had real good leverage in there, so it was basically impossible for the crate to pull him out of there. You see, he always gave it kind of a pull, but he was having a hard time too. And then the ants, at one point, it just became too much and he let go. You can see it there, and immediately just he goes right off. He's so agitated. But then again, he flips right back into predator mode, and he's like, where's the sunbeam snake? And he obviously wants to find it. So yeah, I had to change my battery so I didn't catch it, but he actually found the sunbeam snake again, and grabbed hold of it again. And this is where this scene comes in. So he had it again, the sunbeam snake had again coiled around the head of the crate. They were fighting again, and this was just never ending, I can tell you. And there you can see the crate again let go of the thick part of the body and try to grab the tail there. Basically just trying to wind out his body, wind it out of the grip, but the only part that's in the grip is basically his front. And you can see the sunbeam snake is just trying to get away. At no point did the sunbeam snake actually open its mouth and bite the crate or try to bite the crate, nothing like that, always just trying to get away. Yeah, so the wall is right there, a little wall, and yeah, he's just handing it to the crate basically. You can see him, he's got a good grip there. Crate is struggling, basically wants to get out. And then at that point he was really quite tangled, you can see it there. And then he just let go. And that's the opportunity that the sunbeam snake took, and it went off. So we actually followed the sunbeam snake for a while to see if they would find each other again, but they didn't. So we kept the sunbeam snake, and this is day 2 that we kept it. And you can see it's still alive, it's moving fine, it's responsive. It was quite beat up. It had little marks like bloody scratches all over his body, where obviously the crate had bit it. So we're pretty sure that it was penetrated by fangs. But yeah, so there's a couple of reasons why it's still alive. Number one could be that it's immune because sunbeam snakes eat other snakes in the wild as well. So it could be that they have a kind of immunity. Or for whatever reason there was something wrong with the krait's fangs or its venom glands or something, who knows. There might be other reasons. So just from a herpetological point of view, this is pretty amazing. I mean, you can see it speed up, the tail and everything was bitten, but it's moving and it's responsive and everything. And so yeah, we released it, I think, and 1 or 2 days later we released it because it was doing fine. So yeah, pretty crazy, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave me a like, comment, or even subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. And also feel free to check out my new website where you can also contact me, which is quite a bit easier than contact through YouTube. Thanks a lot, guys.